Hi everyone, thank you so much for coming to our pitch event number 69. We're so happy we are getting closer and closer to 100. We hope to celebrate 100 by the end of the year. So today we have four great founders from Asia. You can see three now, one is joining soon, and Middle East. Now, in Equity Match, we try to help all funders. Helping is not probably the right word. We try to enhance all funders coming to pitch their venture from wherever they come. Today we do Asia, this afternoon we do Europe and America, South America, and so on. Everyone wants to come to pitch. You just go to pitch@equitymatch.com. We are more than happy to welcome you. At the same time, you can find us on LinkedIn, Facebook, and Twitter. We have very strong YouTube channel as well, and you can see all our events. And meanwhile, we are pitching. Everyone wants to make any question, just bring them, and we are more than happy to write them, and we are more than happy to bring them to our funders. So, without wasting any more time, let me welcome all our funders, starting from Abyan, Sheikh, Fasciolo. Fasciolo is CEO of Cifris. Cifris is headquartered in Dubai, the NFT marketplace, seed around 300K in dollars. How's it going, Abyan?
Hi guys, all good, thank you.
Thank you for coming. So let's give an introduction to yourself. Let's know a bit more about who you are, and after go straight to pitch.
Perfect. So, good afternoon, good morning, good evening, all around. My name is Abyan Fasciolo, based here in Dubai, but my dad's Italian, my mom's Kenyan, so a bit of a mix. Been in the blockchain space since 2017, and I started Cifris in 2021. The idea behind Cifris is a B2B platform to give brands in the fashion and luxury space the infrastructure to encode their data for their products in the blockchain. So let's start. Basically, the problem, other than counterfeit, which is the largest, we have also been able to identify um, a loss of profit as a result of counterfeits. With NFTs, you are able to create a duplicate, a twin, a digital twin, which becomes the passport of an object. This contains securely all the data and allows for the client to authenticate, as well as the best part, it gives the brand a form of income through royalties on the secondary market. For items such as watches and jewelry that is sold and traded a lot, this opened a new stream for the brands. Right now, we have the marketplace where you're able to list your items. The widget is about 60% complete, which will be a plugin for other e-commerce websites. And we have the franchise model that allows us to integrate the platform into your existing website if you don't want to send your clients to a third party. On top of all this, we have a consulting service that allows us to speak with you about the project, about your products, and to understand if what we offer is a good fit. This is a small map of how the product platform actually works with the products. Um, the idea is that you have the NFT backed by the physical asset, so they come together. And the NFT is basically a substitute for the paper certificate that you usually get with the high value items currently. The market, obviously, we will be targeting first is the global luxury goods market. Here is where you see a lot of loss, as I mentioned in the beginning, from counterfeit, fake goods, as well as items that are resold or hold a lot of value as forms of investment. We have two big use cases for now: the world's first New Year's Eve NFT and our first franchise model with a jeweler based in Italy. For that same jeweler, we created a metaverse store to show what is the next step after encoding and creating digital twins. You can change the shopping experience. On the right is an article from Bloomberg that was written about 2 weeks ago, expressing the need for brands to explore blockchain as a form of new technology to safeguard their products. Competitors in the market, we have three that we know of that are very similar to us: 4K, Luxify, and UNXD. As you can see, our main differentiator is that by being on Binance Smart Chain, we have a very low gas fee, and we have the ability to franchise and the widget. We have subscriptions, so you pay a monthly subscription to have access to the platform and the tech. We have a tier-based sales commission, which is based on sales revenue, as well as the one-time setup fee for the widget and the franchise, and the monthly maintenance fee is our form of revenue. In the future, we'll be able to have advertising, which will be an extra revenue. We are raising 300,000 US dollars, and the idea is to dedicate majority of it to the platform development to complete the widget and fine-tune the blockchain underlying tech for the marketplace and the security, marketing and PR to gain more clients, team scale up, as well as overheads in terms of setting up an office to house the team here. As we can see here in the roadmap, we would like to release the app by second half of next year. However, this can be much sooner. We would like to also host a few events, especially now in Dubai. It's very popular and very busy October to March. There's a lot of blockchain events, and it would be a good platform to advertise on. We have Swipelux as a partner for crypto, allows us credit card fiat payments. MetaMask is our wallet partner, and Binance is our crypto partner, as well as the platform we are built on. A bit about me: I have a Bachelor of Science in Business Economics. I've been in the finance space for 5 years now, and about 6 years, as I mentioned, in the blockchain space. This is my team. We have a CTO, senior developer, and 2 confidential advisors. And we're present on the social medias. Thank you, guys.
Thank you, Abhay. Let me ask the tech behind. Why did you choose Binance and not Ethereum, where many goes?
So there are 2 main reasons. The first one is, by being a B2B platform, we are targeting businesses. With Binance, we are able to use the stablecoin BUSD, which gives the companies, one, stability in terms of forecasting their financials, because they do not have the same volatility as the crypto market for a user. The second thing is that Binance has a very low gas fee, which reduces the costs for both the creators that are listing their private products and the brands that we take on board for any transaction fees.
Thank you. In terms of stage, you are in the middle of concluding the MVP. But today, what can be done on the platform?
So as of now, we have two parts, right? So the first one is the franchise model has been tested and is currently continued in use by Lamia Jewelers. They're still producing NFTs for their digital jewelry, and the marketplace is functional, meaning you can create an NFT and purchase it. The issue is that we have to amend some tech and update some tech. As you might be aware, the blockchain changes day by day. The tech is being released, we got to keep up. So we need to update a lot of things on the back end with in terms of the development. So that may restrict some of the use of the website at the moment.
But the main use aim of the platform is enabling others, is in the infrastructure behind that
Yes.
everyone can use in a SaaS model or something similar.
Exactly. It's like SaaS in the sense that you sign up, you are then able to encode the data of your product, so your physical handbag or your watch. You can create the NFT via the website and upload it into the blockchain. That NFT now is your certificate. Then if you choose to sell it separately, if you choose to sell it and then supply the product as well, or if you choose to sell the product with that as the certificate, that is your choice. as the creator.
So the egg and the chicken. Who comes first? I'm
No,
coming to
the
your platform, create NFT. Who's going to create NFT? Myself or the seller? He's
the
going to sell
brand,
me the bag?
the brand. So in the case of Hermes, for example, Hermes has the bags already produced, correct? They already have manufactured these. Then currently their code, serial number, etc., is stored in a database. But instead of storing it in the database, we're now giving them a second level of authentication to store that same data in the blockchain, which one way it's a lot harder to hack, amend, and copy the data. So you know that the serial number once in the blockchain by Hermes, that is the first input and that is the original input. So what we're doing is we're giving them that ability to input the data into the blockchain. And the method we have chosen is a digital twin NFT, which then the buyer, let's say I buy that handbag from Hermes, I receive the NFT as a QR code, as a link. That's up to Hermes to decide what is most convenient for them and their clients.
What happens if I'm going to sell it?
So you sell it via the platform because when you sell the bag, let's say to your friend, the NFT contains the data. The NFT contains the warranty, the story, the proof that the bag is from Hermes. So whoever wants to buy the bag will also want to buy it with the NFT. Therefore, when you sell it, there is a royalty by default in the NFTs. It's up to the brand to set it to zero if they don't want any percentage. However, when you sell it, you will sell it for a higher price,
Yeah.
naturally. This higher price, let's say, is 10,000, out of which, if the brand has chosen 10%, you will get the remaining 80%, 90% as the reseller, and the brand gets 10%. And it
Oh,
continues on a cycle as many times as the product is sold.
that's pretty clever. In terms of investors you're looking for, who are them? Do you have any person in mind?
So currently, the investors we've had are all private investors, people that I've met here or in the blockchain space or in the network. Now we're looking more for an investor who can add more value than just funding in terms of mentorship, network. Um, Over the summer, I personally was in the final for an Italian fashion tech accelerator, and there were a lot of brands that were looking to invest, but on the idea that you kind of are then their own small platform, and we don't want to be just the platform for one brand. We want to be able to operate for multiple brands across multiple industries. So we're
So
looking for
you can
sorry
white label, right?
sorry.
You can white label your technology as well.
Exactly. We want to be able to white label for multiple brands, and with the brand that wanted to invest with us, it was very limited, and they were very like closed in the sense of we only work for them, and we don't want that. We want to be able to go global. We want to work in different industries such as events and ticketing, where there's a huge market for what our tech offers. You can also use it in cars, in the supply chain for logistics. So the underlying tech has a lot of use cases. We just decided to target fashion and luxury because it's an immediate and urgent problem that needs fixing.
Because you have Italian blood, that's why. Yeah, half Italian. Italy is all about fashion.
Yeah, yeah.
Abyan, thank
Yes.
you so much. Stay with us. Don't go because we are all back soon and
Sure.
moving to our second fund. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you.
Rustam Rahmatov, founder and CEO IMAN, Group Ltd, headquarters is Tashkent, Uzbekistan, financial service seed around 1 million. 1 million must be said is what is left of 2.5 million seed round. How's it going, Rustam?
Hey Max, thanks for having me. Very good, thank you.
My pleasure. Thank you so much for coming. Give an intro and after just pitch as you like.
Thank you, Max. So Rustam is here. So I'm born and raised in Uzbekistan, more than 5 years in product development and Islamic finance. And today we are going to talk about interest or the solution against interest. So we are IMAN, the solution that enables banks to be interest-free through super app that we are building and through banking as a service solution. So the problem we are solving globally is that there is 2 billion Muslims worldwide that do not use banking services, namely loans and deposits, because of their religious beliefs. And the main reason for that is that the supply is limited, or 99% of the banks charge interest. And there is a question, is that the only way of doing banking? Is it only the interest way of doing banking? No, there is another way, interest-free way. And let me simplify the interest-free way of doing banking or Islamic banking. So the difference is very simple. It is the same way of doing banking, but through interest-free products. So instead of getting or charging an interest on top of the loan, Islamic banks sell product and services, putting margin on top. It means that the loans are always asset-backed. And the price is not changing because Islamic banks selling products and services rather than just charging interest on top of the money sold. Or instead of taking a deposit, you are entering into equity participation with the bank rather than just giving the money to the bank and receiving the interest as a depositor. So let's go to the deep dive on what we have at IMAN as of today. So the installment portfolio or the halal loan portfolio is $6 million as of today. We have $8 million in investment book from 25,000 retail investors. They are all based in Uzbekistan right now because we are started here, we are born here as the B2C product. And we have around 60,000 active users out of 300,000 downloads. And our backers or investors are 500 Global, Gojek and Halan seed investors from Singapore, Uzbekistan, and Kazakhstan. And going and representing the solution or the product. So the product has two sides. First is B2C or the super app that we are building in Uzbekistan, and the banking as a service infrastructure that enables any bank globally, Western bank or Islamic bank, to launch these products that we are having. So basically IMAN Invest, which is basically halal deposits, and IMAN Pay, which is basically halal loans. So through our infrastructure, any bank globally can enable their customers to borrow and deposit in halal way, in interest-free way. And the features that we are providing is the microservice architecture that enables banks to be flexible, and the global integration to accounting system so that we can integrate to any bank globally. And on top of that, we are offering the scoring solution on top of our halal loans product, because as you understand, scoring and managing the risk working with the Muslim customers is harder because they never took a loan from the bank, and we rely on alternative source of data when helping banks to analyze the creditworthiness of the customer. So there are competitors in the financial sphere, in halal's financial sphere or non-halal financial sphere. We are the banking as a service company that can enable even our competitors to use our products, either fundraising product or the deposit product, either financial product. So the business model is very simple, as you understand. We charge discount when buying the product, then resell it. Then whatever the profits are, we share that with an investor. That's in B2C, that's in super app sphere. And in the banking as a service model, we charge the setup fee per bank, and we set up the royalty fee from their revenues. So the traction so far, we have $10 million in deposits, as I said, 300,000 users, and $2 million in ARR gross, and 600K net. Our unit economics are much better than our peers in Uzbekistan because our solution is unique. out of 35 digital banks here, we are the only halal solution. And our product mix contains not only pay later solution, investment solution, but also leasing, payment, and marketplace as well. And our expansion strategy is to focus on Muslim majority markets first, and then go global, focusing on tier 1 banks. And talking about the team, I am the ex-IFC, ex-family office myself, worked and advised several fintech startups. Our head of Sharia board have built the first Islamic wing of HSBC and is a professor in Islamic finance. And also the tech team have built the products with 10 million users already. Our CRO have managed the portfolio of 300 million already. And our CFO is ex-Tinkoff Bank. And currently we are raising 2.5 million, out of which 1.5 already raised, and only 1 million left. And we are getting ready for the Series A that's going to be within 1 year time. And that's the KPIs that we are going to reach. And we are already having almost $1 million in ARR, and getting ready to make the 10 million ARR within 3 years' time. Thank you, and let's build interest-free banking for everyone.
Thank you, Rustam. The business model behind the buy and sell, pay later, or any kind of, it's pretty clear. But how do you make money if I'm going to give you 20,000 and as a deposit? Okay, you can't charge any interest rate on top of it. You must use this money to make some profit. Is that correct?
Exactly. So how business model works in terms of the one transaction, I get $20,000 from depositor. I agree the profit sharing ratio. For example, 75% of the profits generated goes to the depositor that provided $20,000, and 25% stays with the bank for managing these funds, right? So taking that $20,000, I buy the house, for example, for $20,000 and resell it for $30,000. And whatever the profits are, for example, $10,000, so I deduct the costs, let's say 2.5K, and 7,500 is split between you and me. You as a liquidity provider, and me as the bank managing the funds.
Well, that's pretty clear. Not even, I was thinking close to leasing, but it's not really that close to leasing. But in some kind of, he gets some way to manage it. Now it's 25% worldwide are Muslim, so this is pretty much a massive number. But the number of banks that cover this massive market is pretty small. Now, in your case, as this huge market is in front of you, so what do you have in mind in terms of scale? You are doing very well. You have a pretty strong KPIs, and you have very, very strong cap table already. So which means it will help you to raise this seed round A and maybe even B round to go global. But your next step, for which you are now raising money, what exactly is going to be?
So the next step is going to be to strengthen the P2C business, which is in Uzbekistan, and make it profitable. So the half of the round goes there, and the half of the round will go to the expansion for Pakistan, Bangladesh, and Indonesian markets, because they are the low-hanging fruits with more than 500 million Muslims. And then once we establish there as the banking as a service, as a technology partner of the banks there, we want to go global to Europe, US, and these kind of developed markets, because we're going to have the traction and the metrics with which we can prove that we increase the number of customers in Western banks or Islamic banks, and can go to the top tier banks and sell our solution and make them to open up the halal windows to HSBC, to Chase, to any bank globally?
I mean, I love the banking system, and what makes me thinking is banks are totally related to the core and the interest rate. Okay, are the central bank who run the business there. So the European Central Bank fixed now it's pretty high. The federal and so on, Federal Reserve and so on. Now, in your case, you actually are free because you don't you get deposit from the investors, depositors, whoever they are, and use this money to buy and sell practically, and you don't have any need to fix your interest, negative or positive, to any core one because you are not charging any form of interest. So it's a different way to do banking. You have much more freedom than the normal banking system.
Yes, 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 like you said, it's the different way of doing banking. It's better way, it's more ethical way, and it's healthier way in terms of the economics, right? Because the Islamic banks, and that was proved by many scholars and financiers after the 2008 crisis. It's much healthier for economy. It's more long term. It doesn't create the bubbles in financial system. And if in 2008 we had the Islamic banks globally, or Islamic banking system, the mortgage-backed loans bubble would not happen. Why? Because mortgage-backed loans are not assets. You cannot buy and sell mortgage-backed loans, right? So yes, it is different way of doing banking. Yes, it will be hard sell for the top tier and central banks globally. And that's why we are going to first target the Muslim majority markets, where the market, the regulator, the banks, the other players in the market understand the beauty and the science behind Islamic banking. And then we are going to target other markets and slowly increase the share of Islamic banking.
Outside the 25% Islamic market, do you think you can penetrate the, let's say, the other conventional market, conventional, because I'm talking about the west part of the world, because the banking system is based on leverage. And normally, if I have £1 in my account, I can leverage up to eight times probably. And so anyone I can use eight. And that's the bubble. In your case, how can you do this? How can you leverage so much money? If you have 1 million, you can only use 1 million. You can't use 8 million. That's what I'm talking about. So you can borrow, right? Because you need to buy. And meanwhile, the banking system, they don't even print money. They just create numbers, and that's it.
Yes. So in terms of the risk management, in terms of the liquidity management, and in terms of the turnover, it works in pretty much the same way, but the other instruments are used. For example, if I am an Islamic bank and if I have 100,000 merchants, for example, that keep their cash in my core banking account, I can use those funds, but in a halal way, in buying and selling and reselling the product and services, not in interest-bearing activities. So the turnover, mathematically and economically and financially, all the ratios are there, but the instruments are not the same. So instead of the Islamic bank getting the loan from central bank, for example, and charging, let's say, paying 5%, 6% interest, they agreeing the same. So when the Islamic bank gets the money from this central bank, and it agrees the profit sharing ratio with the central bank. So it's profit sharing there everywhere. So it links all the players in the ecosystem and makes them to enter into equity participation agreements, not in just interest paying activities, like whatever it happens, I'm just paying you the same amount of interest fixed, right?
An healthy way to do banking.
Sorry?
An healthy way to do banking, right? It's much more, it's less risky than the normal conventional banking system. Now, in terms of investment, you already raised 1.5, it's 1 million left. You have a very strong cap table. So when you have a very strong cap table, there is the good is the cap table itself helps to fundraise for the next because you have a lot of people inside that can help you to raise money just with a call or an email. At the same time, you can mix a good cap table with something that is not good. That's the point. Not good means it's not there. So in your case, has you a very strong investor inside? What investor are you looking for?
Yes, we are looking for the investors that have access to the banks, that can introduce us to the banks globally. That have invested in not only banks but fintechs as well, and yes, that can help us with the expansion in MENA, in Southeast Asia, in Africa. Yes, we are looking for the enablers, not just the investors that just provide money. And I think that is the main thing that we are looking for in investors. And as you said, yes, we have a pretty much strong cap table, but we just want to strengthen it.
Rustam, thank you so much. You do a very great stuff and already pretty much succeeding. Stay there, don't go because we are all back soon. Thank you.
Thank you,
Um,
Max.
moving of, Thank you. Moving to founders number 3, Mohammad Shahmir Khan, founder and CEO of Growup Tech Solution, Islamabad, Pakistan Gaming pre-seed 50K in pounds. Thank you, Mohammed. How's it going?
Everything is good, and thanks for having me.
Thanks for coming back. Yeah, the second time then. So you are one of our double time founders. Please give an introduction to yourself for the one that don't know you, and after they go through the pitch. Thank you.
So my name is Mohammad Shahmir Khan. I'm the founder and CEO of Growup Tech Solution. I've worked in Pakistan, Dubai, England, software houses. Also worked with some YouTubers and in different NGOs. So our product that we are working on is Grow Station. We develop a software controller through which any game can be played physically. If we talk about the gaming revolution, first we have traditional games, then we have board games, e-games. Gaming community want a new revolution in gaming. So we developed a software controller which was 3 times faster, 3 times easy, and 3 times cost effective. Here is some of the demos of our product. If you want to play some cricket games while playing at home, or want to play some Need for Speed type games with your hand, you can play it. Or any game can be played physically with our device. You just have to place your phone, your tablet in front of you, and you can play it physically. So we are not targeting just 3.5 billion parents, but also 3.7 billion children. It's a $175 billion industry, which is improving from 20% almost. It's a combined budget of Hollywood, music, and sports. It's bigger industry in that. So we know exactly whom we are target, how we are target, where we are target, and what we are targeting. So our competition is Nintendo Wii and Xbox Connect. And if we compare ourselves with Nintendo Wii and Xbox Connect, we are cost effective. We provide updates. We are providing facility for the game developers. Any games can be played with our controller. There is no need for hardware and batteries, and setup is really easy. If I talk about the customer experience, first user have to visit our website, download our controller, set up the gestures, and play any game. If I talk about the revenue, we are providing it for free for just a beginner package, and for the premium perks, they have to pay $5 a month and $50 a year. I'm Hamid Khan is the founder and the CEO. Anna Manzoor is leading as a data scientist. She has an experience of 3 years. Asif Baloch is the founding members, having 2 years of experience. Hadiga Khurshid has ran more than 3 startups, and it's an honor that she is working with us. Parvez Abbasi, Shagyar Ahmed, Saran Ahmed, they are our beloved mentors, and they are some really resourceful person. If you talk about the go-to-market plan, we are target YouTubers, doing some partnership with the fun cities and gaming consoles areas, Also, we are doing some prime focus on the digital marketing, in which we do some colorful theme and play some tournaments. Also, we are doing some gaming events. We are targeting universities, colleges, fun cities, where from the age from 5 to 15 year children. Around like 10 plus mainstream media and 16 plus influencers just gave shout outs to us. These are some of the demos that child played, and we have more than 2,000 downloads. We have won like 16 plus competitions. And if I talk about the target market, we are targeting 15 million estimatedly target audience. If 60% of people download it and 5% subscribe it, we get a total revenue of $22.5 billion in after 3 years. So I will love to if you connect us any potential leads, and thank you.
Thank you, Mohammed. 60% of downloads, that's a very high number. I hope you get that. That's pretty high. Now, but let's go to the software. This is software that I'm going to download and I can use with any game.
Yeah, you can play any game like PUBG, Call of Duty, any game. But we are targeting some simple games like Need for Speed, Temple Run, Subway Surfer, firstly. So
And
the people concerned and the parents concerned that about the physical health of their children, like the kid like they keep their phone really close to their eyes, and they are damaging their physical health. And also with this controller, anyone can burn heavy calories while staying at home. If some kind of a pandemic happened again, then they have some option to play and burn some calories.
but I mean that's a massive market, the gaming, and so many investments are getting there. But many games are played on mobile, on phones. Meanwhile, yours, I do believe you need distance. You need a
Yep.
big screen. Am I right?
Yes, yes, you're right.
Is that a limitation in terms of how many downloads you can get, how many people can use it? Because
Okay.
if I want to play with my phone, I can do this.
Yeah. Okay. Firstly, we are focusing on the desktop games. Then after we will primarily focus on the mobile games. And when we came for the mobiles, we also bring our own games. Yeah.
So this is
So
why Nintendo, Xbox are your competitors because you are targeting families, people who stay home in the evening and they want to spend some time together.
yes, some family time, some fun time with your family, and also burn your calories and be fit like me.
And how easy is that option if I'm going to download?
Very easy stuff. You just have to visit growstation.org. You can visit it right now and download our controller and play the game you want. It could be a downloaded game or it could be an online game.
In terms of pricing, are you not too much low?
The If you download it for now, you can get a 1 month free trial. Then after that, you have to pay $5 a month monthly fee, and you can play any game. No restriction in that. In that, the gamer can also combine some different gesture, like they want to combine like body gesture with the staring gesture, or the cricket gesture with the hand gesture. They can do any combination. So we have a 7 gesture and they can combine with different things. So he has 7 multiplied with 7, 49 different gestures, more than that basically.
I'm not going to ask anything about the 50K in terms of 2 liter. Probably many investors told you why you're raising so little. That's a
Okay.
conventional question, but I'm not going to ask anything about. You've
Okay.
done your economy, so you know how much is running away. So
Okay.
what you're going to do with this 50K?
Okay, so actually we want to scale in different countries basically. We have 2,000 downloads, but only in Pakistan. We want to target the worldwide, especially in UK. We want to expand in UK. And the thing that we want to raise 50K is for the marketing and expansion, and also for the tech works as well.
Now I need to ask you for scaling maybe 50K if you want to scale in K, it's a little amount of money.
Yeah, it's little, but for the seed fund, it's pretty much it. So we are raising up to 20% equity against 20% equity as well.
Okay. Thank you
Yeah.
so much, Norman. Stay, don't go up because we are moving to our last, but of course, not the least founder. Abhay Shukla, founder of Aeroflow Technology Private Limited, headquartered in Delhi, India, drone technology pre-seed 85K in dollars. How's it going, Abhay?
Yeah, hi. How are you?
Oh, good. Thank you so much for coming. So let's give an intro to yourself and after please speech.
Okay. So I am Abhay Shukla, founder of Aerwolf. I am currently studying in college and I'm pursuing my BTech from Chandigarh University, Chandigarh, India. And I got this idea about drone usage in 2019, and after that, the research and development, the designs, and everything was ongoing. And finally, we are ready with our first prototype for now, and just waiting for funding to create more prototypes and launch in the market. And let me just introduce you to Airwolf. Okay, we have pinpointed, the challenges in agriculture and healthcare sectors because in medical, that timely delivery is very crucial to save a life, and in rural areas plus in the areas which are, hard to reach because of the infrastructure disadvantages in that area. So for that, in India or in South Asia, if we talk about, the helicopters are not very much available for that thing, and the medicines are crucial, so we can use our technology, the drone technology, to supply that medical stuff and save a life. Plus, we have also identified the problem in agriculture sector in conventional methods because the usage, the chemical overusage, plus the not proper irrigation and crop monitoring was, done, and therefore, because of drone technology, we can improve that. We can tackle pest controls. We can do crop monitoring and irrigation with our drones, and it can increase up to 15 to 45% yield, crop yield. So, what are our USPs? If I talk about, firstly, the design, the Airwolf design is modular, so you can, change module by module if anything goes wrong with a drone. Plus, it is autonomous. You don't need to drive. You do not need to fly it whole time. You just need for surveying the field, and after that, it will fly itself. So, what are the problems? Let's come to that first. The pest control that I have already told you about. The crop monitoring, the farmers are, struggling to monitor vast field effectively, because in South Asian countries or in India, I will say the satellite imaging is not very good, not very adequate, so they cannot get the, real time data, and that's why the efficiency is not good. The yield is not good, and in healthcare sector also limited access to medical supplies plus emergency response delay, because if an accident happens, the person who is, who is risking his life, and the person who is saving him doesn't have that much, supply with him, then the ambulance will take time to come, as you know that roads and traffic creates a lot of problem, and that case drone can supply medicine to that person to save that life. So this is our solution for agriculture and medical sectors, because in Airwolf drones, the modular design plus the tank size is bigger than any other drone currently. So the irrigation is very much possible. Precision irrigation is very much possible. Plus the fertilizer and pesticides management, because no chemical overuse will be done, and it will optimize the crops growth. Early disease detection by using our heat sensing devices that is onboarded on the drone. In medical sectors, because of the faster delivery, a life can be saved. It will reduce risk of person who is delivering the medicine, because in harsh road condition it is risking the delivery person's life also. Plus the improved quality of care. And these are some snapshots. This is our product. This is a new thing that is coming to this these reason for now. It's hydrogen fuel cell technology in drones. How it will be good for us? See, in electrical drones or in the conventional drone, I'll be saying that the the battery, lasts not more than 3 to 4 hours. So because we are using a hydrogen fuel cell now, the battery will last up to 12 hours. Plus, because of the hydrogen fuel cell, we don't need to charge it, for 3 4 hours continuously. It can just refuel the H2 fuel and fly again. It has plus the green propulsion because it doesn't have any carbon emission, so it's eco-friendly also, and the cargo compartment will be bigger. What are our USPs or unique selling point? The software that we are using is enclosed system because there are many drones and many people who are saying that yeah, we build drones. They are using open source softwares, and thus if a drone by in any case if it just crash, the data that is in the drone will be completely lost. So because of enclosed system, every data that is being collected is transferred to backup servers in real time. And this enclosed system, the software enclosed system is also enabling us to collaborative tasks, enhanced coverage, safety is also increased, and resource use, optimized resource use. This is the market opportunity. If you see that global market is of around $30 billion, and 15 million dollars is a serviceable market. And Indian market is also growing very fastly, around 80% Kiger we can see from 2020 to 2025. Uh, okay, this is our competitors and competitive advantages. Our direct competitors, as we have told that there are many companies in India only that are doing this thing, but because of the battery technology, they are not that much advanced for now. So our competitive advantage is low barrier entry because of our drone as a service model, plus our advanced technology that is equipped with hydrogen fuel cell and automatic fly. So this is our revenue model: drones direct sale, drone as a service, data analytics services that government takes the analytical data from companies, drone companies, for surveying as other things, maintenance and support, and consulting and training. Our cash burn reasons are as follows. So this is my unit economics in dash model, and you can see that by just using one drone, we are earning up to 200% for just 1 year. And this is my expectation from my forthcoming investors, like the access to their resources, workspace, funding support that they will be giving, plus the mentorship and guidance. And overall, if I say, this is my team. My co-founder Ankush Kumar, he is from IIT Madras, and my CTO Harsh Mahajan has been developing drone from last 6 years. So we have some, the technological advantages also, and that's all.
Thank you so much, Abhay. Let me start with the drones are so useful and we can do
Right.
almost everything with them. But that's a technology that is there for quite a while, few years, maybe decades already. And but as you said, you have a very strong competitive advantage compared to the others, which is the technology you are using to enable your drones and also the way how you use the service. Okay, can we be more specified? Can you articulate a bit better the DAS model and also the technology behind your drones?
Actually, the thing is, see, the technology that we are using currently, in or conventionally that we were using in drones, how we are different. Firstly, we have integrated AI, okay, in our software. That we have used open source roadmap software. We have integrated our part on that, and plus the AI that we have created, AER, that stand for artificial intelligence and for robotics. So this thing does what this thing does. Uh, See, the drones that are delivering things, if you can imagine, like conventional drone is running and it has to deliver a medical to hard to reach area, but the GPS signal suddenly lost. How will it deliver? It will not deliver. It will either come back or it will land at that place only. But because of AER, that is air, it will, it has the fixed path. It will not change the path also while flying. It has a fixed path to where pinpointed area where to deliver the supply. So if by chance GPS signal lost, it will then also follow the path, because no human interference is there. The AI is only controlling the path. So it will pinpoint that area. It has pinpoint that area and it will deliver to that place. How Firstly, the AI integration, that's how we are different. Secondly, enclosed system, like the backupping to our backup servers. Every images that is continuously captured by drone camera is sending it back to our servers. So if by chance a drone crashes, the last image or the last video that we have, it is saved. So this is the second thing, that how we are different. Thirdly, because and closed system is used because every drone system is using same software. We can do collaborative tasks, like the drones can communicate in between. If one drone is surveying, another one is irrigating, and irrigation drone needs some data for survey, surveying like heat map data and everything. We can transfer from survey drone to the irrigation drone. Collaborative tasks. So these are the USPs or the key differences.
What about the business model? Because you are using DAS because it's drone, but you are giving the service for a fee. Is this something conventional in Southeast Asia? And which kind of business model your competitors are using now?
Okay, it's not conventional. It has just started. I think nowadays only within months it has been started. And see, the difference in dash model is like that the area, the southern areas, the farmers are not very rich and they cannot afford a 3-4 lakh drone. Okay, so for that we have eased it out, and we have just we have this dash model is present in market, so we have just implemented in our system, in our business model, that we will be also providing our dash model. The main difference is that, see, the other companies that you are using dash model, they are giving drones directly to farmers, but farmers require pilot licensing, because everyone cannot fly a drone without license. So they need licensing and everything. For that also they need to invest something. But because we are not giving directly to farmers, we'll be choosing few people from a village and providing them this thing, plus the training for our drone. That is how we are different from other drones dash model, other companies dash model.
So you train the one who are going to use your drones.
Yeah, we'll be training people that we chose or who are volunteering to learn. So we'll be training them.
That's clever. In terms of economics and production, are you producing your drones or
Actually,
do it?
no, actually we are doing it as semi-assembling. Like some parts are imported from other part of countries, but some parts we are manufacturing by ourselves, like the body shell and the designs that we have created are printed by 3D printer in our in-house office. But the parts like motors and flight controllers are being imported. So it's
In terms
semi-assembling.
in terms of hydrogen, you're using hydrogen. What's the kind of what can I say? What enables that drone to move? Are they using fuel? What are they using?
It's H2 fuel, hydrogen fuel. See the how it works. It's a PEM fuel cell. It is called, and how it works. Like, we have a set of hydrogen tank. We convert that energy to electrical energy, and then the batteries that are there, on board they distribute the power to other motors and flight controllers. And we don't need to charge them. We just need to refuel them. The
Yeah.
tank. Yeah.
I mean, hydrogen is taking a lot of space, and we hope can move further and further. It can be a good answer to climate change when it comes to energy. But
Absolutely.
This 150, sorry, 85K in USD for doing what?
For the product development, the 60% of the fund will be used for the product development, like manufacturing. We want to manufacture drones in-house only, and around 20% will be used in operation, and 20% will be for the advertisement and other stuff.
Abhay, thank you so much. Don't go anywhere. Stay there. We are bringing back our other three founders, and I will start with you. We normally close in this way. Why investing your best elevator pitch, 10, 20 seconds, why investing in your startup. So this is delivered to the investors, everyone watching our pitch even today. And let's start with you, Abhay. Why invest in your startup?
So why to invest in Aerwolf? Firstly, because the drone technology is not new. It is being used from 90s. Conventional methods are used still, but because we are Gen Zs and Gen Zs knew how to use new technologies efficiently, and we are providing new ideas to integrate with the other drones also that are presently used. So we have our software, we have our hardware, we are ready with our prototype. We just need some funds to fly as our motto.
Thank you. Thank you so much, Abhay. Muhammad,
Yeah. Okay. My answer is really simple. If investor want the next generation to be healthier, to be stronger, and to burn some calories, and also want to earn something from out of this startup, he or she should definitely invest. Thank you.
thank you, Muhammad. Abyan,
Uh, well, I can say that blockchain is a disruptive tech. It's here to stay, and it's the first sign of the fight against counterfeit goods for us in the fashion and luxury space. So, if you don't want to miss out on the next Amazon, I suggest we should chat.
put some cash. Rustam, please close.
Yes, you need to invest in IMAN because we are solving the biggest problem of 21st century, and because Islamic banking is going to be the next big thing in the next 5 years. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Rustam. Thank you to Abyan, Mohammed, Rustam, and Abyan. Thank you to everyone watching us today as well. We are, you can see us on YouTube, LinkedIn, Facebook, and Twitter. And I can't say thank you so much. I really love you guys, and I very much enjoyed these days. And I wish you all the best, and see you next time. Thank you.
Thank you for the
You
platform. Thank
guys.
you.
Thank you.